You know what's hilarious? While everyone was busy obsessing over Chinese EVs with their massive screens and party tricks, Japanese automakers were sitting in the shadows, silent, watching, planning, and now they're back with a vengeance that's going to make you question every automotive opinion you've ever had. I'm talking about 5 SUVs that are about to flip the entire market on its head. And here's the crazy part. One of them starts at just 19 grand, but delivers performance that'll embarrass vehicles twice its price. Another just went completely insane and ditched gasoline engines altogether, now pumping out 320 horsepower from a hybrid system. Stay with me here, because what I'm about to break down isn't just another boring model year refresh. This is a full-scale automotive revolution, and by the time we're done, you're going to understand exactly why German luxury brands are having emergency board meetings, and why that trendy Chinese SUV you've been eyeing suddenly looks like last year's iPhone. Let's get into it. Number 5. Toyota Mini Land Cruiser, the Jimny killer. Remember the Suzuki Jimny? That adorable little box on wheels that Instagram influencers loved but absolutely nobody wanted to actually drive long distances? Yeah, well, Toyota looked at that whole situation and said, we can do this better, way better. The Mini Land Cruiser is basically Toyota's masterclass in taking a cool concept and making it actually usable for real human beings. It's got that same go-anywhere aesthetic that made the Jimny popular on social media. But here's the difference. You can actually live with this thing without wanting to sell it after a week. Let me paint you a picture. You roll up to a stoplight in this beast, and people notice. Those iconic square headlights. Check. That imposing grille that screams heritage? Check. Fender flares that look like they've seen some serious action? Double check. This thing pays tribute to the legendary FJ25, and if you know, you know. But Toyota didn't just copy and paste a vintage design. They updated the proportions for 2026, and the result is something that looks modern while respecting its roots. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Under that retro-styled hood sits the 2ARFE engine. If you're not familiar, this is the same bulletproof 2.7-liter 4-cylinder that's been surviving Middle Eastern deserts and South American jungles in Tacomas for years. This engine has one job and one job only: refuse to die, no matter what you throw at it. We're talking 161 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. Now, before you yawn and move on, remember this thing weighs significantly less than a Tacoma. So that power, it feels explosive compared to the Jimny's pathetic output. You've got 2 transmission options, a 6-speed manual for the purists who still believe in the soul of driving, or an 8-speed automatic for those of us living in the real world with traffic jams and daily commutes. Fuel economy hits 22 miles per gallon combined. Not bad for something that can actually go off-road without destroying itself. And it'll tow 3,700 pounds, which is more than respectable for this size class. But wait, here's where Toyota absolutely blows your mind. They've got a secret weapon called the iForce Max hybrid system. And no, this isn't some boring Prius powertrain that makes you feel like you're sacrificing fun for fuel economy. This is a 2.4-liter turbocharged engine mated to an electric motor that delivers a combined 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. Let that sink in for a second. That's more power than a V6 Toyota 4Runner. But here's the kicker. You're getting 27 miles per gallon in the city and 28 on the highway. Think about what that actually means. You're getting V8 level torque with 4-cylinder fuel economy in a package small enough to squeeze into tight city parking spots, but capable enough to embarrass in full-size trucks when you leave the pavement behind. And we're not talking about some poseur SUV with plastic cladding. That's all show and no go. This thing has permanent all-wheel drive, meaning power goes to all 4 wheels all the time, not just when you're already stuck and screwed. You've got lockable center and rear differentials to send power exactly where you need it. The approach angle hits 32 degrees, breakover is 25 degrees, and departure angle reaches 22 degrees. For reference, that's better than most trucks costing twice as much. But here's what really separates this from the hardcore off-roaders. When you bring it back to civilization, it transforms. The steering becomes precise enough for tight parking spots. The ride quality won't shake your dental work loose. And the cabin? It actually feels like it belongs in 2026, not 1996. Inside, you've got an intuitive touchscreen with navigation that doesn't require a PhD to operate. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connect without throwing a tantrum. The seats have heating, lumbar support, and electric adjustments. It's like Toyota finally figured out that people who like adventure don't want to suffer every single day for their lifestyle choices. And now for the mic drop moment. Pricing starts between $19,000 and $24,000 for the base model. Even if you go completely crazy and load it up with the hybrid system, premium interior, and every single option, you're looking at $35,000 to $40,000 maximum. Compare that to a Suzuki Jimmy that costs $45,000 to import to the US, or a Jeep Wrangler that'll hit $50,000 before you even think about adding anything fun. Toyota isn't just competing with the Jimny, they're redefining what a compact off-roader should be. Number 4. Honda CR-V Hybrid Trail Sport 2026. The honest adventurer Honda finally decided the CR-V needed some personality, and honestly, it's about time. The Trail Sport is their answer to everyone who's been calling the CR-V boring for the last decade. This is Honda's way of saying, yeah, we hear you, watch this. The Trail Sport wears its intentions on its sleeve, with exclusive ash green metallic paint, orange Trail Sport badges, silver skid garnish on the bumpers, and 18-inch shark grey wheels wrapped in Continental Cross Contact, all-terrain tires. It's Honda basically admitting, yes, we can do rugged, even if it's more style than hardcore capability. But here's what I appreciate about Honda. They're being honest. This isn't some pretend rock crawler. The Trail Sport is upfront about what it is, a family SUV with enough attitude to handle dirt roads, camping trips, and weekend adventures without breaking a sweat. Think of it like those expensive hiking boots that look ultra rugged but are really designed for walking around Seattle looking outdoorsy. Inside, Honda did what Honda does best, maximized every cubic inch of space in ways that embarrass larger SUVs. The rear seats don't just recline for comfort, they fold almost completely flat, transforming the cargo area into basically a mini pickup truck bed. The dashboard keeps Honda's clean horizontal design inspired by the Civic, but with materials that actually feel solid and well assembled. You've got a 7-inch digital instrument cluster, a 9-inch central touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. The Trail Sport adds orange accent stitching, ambient lighting, and rubber floor mats with the Trail Sport logo, details that not only look good, but are stupidly easy to clean after muddy adventures. This is practical design thinking at its finest. The heart of the Trail Sport is Honda's proven hybrid powertrain, a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine paired with 2 electric motors for a combined 204 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque. All-wheel drive comes standard, meaning all 4 wheels get power when needed for better grip on wet roads, snow, or dirt. 0 to 60 happens in about 8 seconds. Is that exciting? No. Is it perfectly adequate for an SUV focused on efficiency and practicality? Absolutely. The hybrid system makes power transitions smooth and nearly imperceptible, while providing enough low-end torque to handle highway merging or hill climbing without drama. Cargo space is where the CR-V really flexes. With the rear seats folded, you get almost 70 liters, that's 37.8 cubic feet of perfectly flat, easily accessible storage. Several large suitcases, a mountain bike, camping gear, or a week's worth of groceries, the CR-V swallows it all without complaining. Towing capacity reaches 1,500 pounds, enough for a small trailer, jet ski, or motorcycle cart. Despite the all-terrain tires and adventure styling, the Trail Sport maintains impressive fuel economy at 35 miles per gallon combined. That's only 2 mpg less than the standard hybrid CR-V, proving you don't have to sacrifice efficiency for capability. With a full tank, expect over 430 miles of range, perfect for long road trips without constant fuel stops. Safety comes courtesy of Honda Sensing, which includes automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and blind spot monitoring. Honda's ACE body structure uses advanced engineering to distribute crash forces more effectively, resulting in consistently high safety ratings from both IHS and NHTSA. At $40,095, the Trail Sport slots between the Sport and Sport LAWD versions, competing directly with the Toyota RAV4 Woodland and Subaru Forester Wilderness. While those competitors offer more serious off-road capability, the CR-V Trail Sport provides the best balance of fuel economy, interior space, and everyday refinement. The CR-V's biggest real-world advantage? Honda's global service network. Parts are readily available everywhere. Qualified technicians are in every town. The warranty is comprehensive, 3 years or 36,000 miles for the vehicle, 8 years or 100,000 miles for hybrid components. More than 50% of CR-V sales in 2024 were hybrids, proving Honda successfully combined efficiency with SUV practicality. The Trail Sport improves this formula with an enhanced torque distribution system that can send up to 50% of power to the rear wheels. helping it escape slippery situations better than previous models. The Trail Sport is Honda's most capable CR-V ever, but don't confuse capability with hardcore off-road prowess. If you need a reliable, efficient SUV with enough toughness for weekend adventures and daily comfort for family duties, the CR-V Trail Sport delivers exactly that, without pretending to be something it's not. Number 3. Mazda CX-5 2026, the premium pretender. If you thought Mazda had lost their soul in the boring SUV sea, buckle up. The 2026 CX-5 isn't just an update. It's Mazda throwing down the gauntlet and challenging every single assumption about what a mid-size SUV should be. First, let's address what everyone notices immediately. This CX-5 is drop-dead gorgeous. Not cute, not pleasant, gorgeous. Mazda's design team apparently decided life's too short for ugly cars, and the result is an SUV that legitimately makes Audi designers nervous. The front grille now has detailing that belongs on cars costing twice as much. The LED headlights create a lighting signature so sharp it could cut glass. Even the way they've integrated the Mazda lettering on the tailgate, dropping the traditional circular logo, screams premium without the premium price tag. But beauty means nothing without substance, and here's where Mazda gets really interesting. While everyone else is chasing horsepower numbers that look impressive on paper, Mazda focused on something more important: how power actually feels when you're driving. Their new 2.5-litre four-cylinder with mild hybrid assistance produces 141 horsepower. Before you roll your eyes and click away, understand this: Mazda doesn't play the numbers game because they've mastered something competitors haven't figured out yet. Power delivery. This engine pairs with a 6-speed automatic transmission, not some buzzy CVT that sounds like a dying vacuum cleaner. Real gears, real shifts, real driving feel. The mild hybrid system isn't there for bragging rights at parties. It's there to eliminate lag, reduce wear in stop-and-go traffic, and make the whole experience smoother than competitors with twice the horsepower. Step inside, and you'll immediately understand why this CX-5 legitimately competes with German luxury SUVs costing $20,000 more. That 15.6-inch floating touchscreen isn't just large, it's actually intuitive. No more fighting with buried menus or cursing at unresponsive interfaces that require 3 taps to change the temperature. The interior features genuine leather, metallic details, and stitching that looks hand-done by craftsmen who actually care. The second row now offers more legroom, and the overall feel is that of a premium SUV that somehow got lost and ended up in the Mazda showroom by mistake. Here's what sets this CX-5 apart from every other SUV in its class: the driving experience. Mazda engineered a suspension with adaptive dampers that read your driving style in real time. Cruising through the city, it floats over potholes like a luxury sedan. Push it through curves, it firms up and sticks to the road like it's on rails. This is the balance between comfort and sportiness that other brands promise in their marketing but never actually deliver in real-world driving. The practical stuff matters too. The cargo area offers 540 liters of space, enough for a month's worth of groceries or a weekend's worth of adventure gear. Towing capacity hits 2,000 pounds, sufficient for a small boat or motorcycle trailer. Fuel economy reaches 27 miles per gallon in the city and 34 on the highway, proving efficiency doesn't require sacrifice. Safety? Mazda's iActive Sense package comes standard and actually works properly. Autonomous emergency braking that doesn't slam the brakes when a leaf blows across the road. Lane departure warning that gently guides you back instead of just beeping angrily. Adaptive cruise control that maintains proper following distance without feeling like a paranoid robot is driving. Pricing starts around $30,000, putting it directly against the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, and Hyundai Tucson. But here's the thing nobody talks about. None of those competitors offer this level of refinement, driving dynamics, or interior quality at this price point. The RAV4 has more power but feels cheap inside. The CR-V offers more space but drives like an appliance. The Tucson dazzles with screens but lacks soul. Mazda didn't set out to build the most popular SUV in America. They set out to build the best SUV, period. And in this generation, they've actually succeeded. Number 2. Subaru Forester, 2026, the honest worker. Remember when SUVs were honest? When they didn't need to look pretty because they had an actual job to do? The 2026 Subaru Forester remembers. And in a world where every SUV wants to be a fashion statement, Subaru says, "I came here to work." This isn't the SUV you buy to impress your neighbors with fancy badges and LED light shows. This is the SUV you buy when you need something that'll start every single morning for the next 200,000 miles, haul your family through any weather condition, and still be running when your neighbor's flashy German SUV is sitting in the shop for the third time this year. The Forester's design philosophy is refreshingly simple. Form follows function. No unnecessary LED light shows, no fake air vents, no chrome jewelry that serves zero purpose. Just clean, honest lines that suggest capability without shouting about it. The Wilderness version takes this philosophy and adds legitimate off-road hardware, metal skid plates, serious tires, and body cladding that actually protects instead of just posing for Instagram. At 183 inches long, 72 inches wide, and 68 inches tall, the Forester gives you presence on the road without feeling like you're piloting a battleship through suburban streets. More importantly, those dimensions translate to interior space that actually makes sense. 2 spacious rows with a high driving position that gives you command of the road. Even if you're 6'3" you'll fit comfortably without your knees hitting the dashboard or your head brushing the ceiling. The materials inside aren't trying to fool anyone into thinking they're luxury car grade. Instead, they're designed to survive real life. Muddy boots, wet dogs, camping gear, and the daily abuse that comes with an active lifestyle. The Wilderness version gets waterproof synthetic leather upholstery because Subaru understands that adventure is messy. Under the hood, Subaru chose reliability over flash. The base engine is their proven 2.5-liter, naturally aspirated boxer 4-cylinder, producing 180 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. No turbochargers to fail. No complex direct injection systems to clog up. Just an engine that'll run forever with basic maintenance. 0 to 60 happens in 8.3 seconds, which is perfectly adequate for real-world driving. Nobody's drag racing their Forester, and Subaru knows it. The hybrid version adds an electric motor and small battery pack for a combined 194 horsepower. It's slightly slower to 60 due to the extra weight, but the fuel economy improvement in city driving is significant. More importantly, the hybrid system reduces engine wear in stop-and-go traffic, which means this engine will outlast most others on the road. Here's what sets the Forester apart from almost every competitor. Every single version comes with permanent all-wheel drive. No front-wheel drive economy models to cut costs. No fake AWD systems that only engage when you're already stuck. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive sends power to all 4 wheels all the time, giving you confidence in any weather condition. Towing capacity varies by model. Standard versions handle 1,500 pounds, enough for a small trailer or camping gear. The Wilderness version bumps that to 3,500 pounds thanks to transmission cooling and specific tuning. That's pickup truck territory in an SUV package. The technology is refreshingly straightforward. An 11.6-inch vertical touchscreen that's actually intuitive to use. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that connect without drama. A wireless charging pad that actually works. Higher trim levels get a premium Harman Kardon sound system that actually sounds premium. Nothing is there for show. Everything has a purpose. Safety is where Subaru really shines. Every Forester comes standard with EyeSight, their suite of safety technologies that includes automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and blind spot monitoring. These systems work reliably even in challenging conditions like rain, fog, or low light. The Forester consistently earns top safety ratings because it's engineered to protect what matters most, you and your family. Pricing runs from $33,000 for the base model to $43,500 for the fully loaded Wilderness. But here's the key difference from competitors. Every Forester comes properly equipped from the start. All-wheel drive, good ground clearance, and comprehensive safety systems are standard, not optional extras that inflate the price. In a market full of SUVs trying to be everything to everyone, the Forester knows exactly what it is. An honest, reliable, capable SUV for people who need their vehicle to actually work, not just look good in the driveway. Number 1, Toyota RAV4 2026, the nuclear option. Get ready for the most dramatic transformation in RAV4 history. Toyota just killed the gasoline engine entirely. Let me repeat that so it sinks in. Every single 2026 RAV4 will be hybrid or plug-in hybrid. No exceptions. No base model with a regular engine to keep costs down. Toyota looked at the future and decided it starts right now. This isn't just an evolution. This is automotive revolution disguised as a model year update. The RAV4 has been America's best-selling SUV for years, but Toyota wasn't content with just dominating sales numbers. They wanted to redefine what an SUV could be in 2026 and beyond. Externally, the changes are intelligent rather than radical. Toyota kept the RAV4's familiar proportions that people love, but sharpened every single detail. The front grille adopts a hammerhead design inspired by the latest Prius, creating a more aggressive stance without alienating existing customers. Slimmer LED headlights feature a technological lighting signature that looks expensive. The rear LED light bar extends across the entire tailgate, giving the RAV4 a premium appearance that competes with luxury SUVs. Inside, Toyota embraced the digital future with a minimalist design that eliminates most physical buttons. Large screens dominate the dashboard, creating a clean, modern aesthetic that looks more expensive than the price suggests. However, I'll be honest, this approach has drawbacks. Air conditioning controls move to the touchscreen, forcing drivers to take their eyes off the road for basic functions. Not everyone will love this change. The interior space is more usable thanks to clever packaging. Additional storage compartments and a new shift-by-wire system free up center console space, making the cabin feel larger and more practical for real-world use. Toyota's powertrain strategy is genuinely aggressive. The base hybrid combines a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine with electric motors for 226 horsepower in front-wheel drive or 236 horsepower with all-wheel drive. The DAWD system adds a third electric motor to the rear axle, improving power distribution and efficiency. The plug-in hybrid delivers the real excitement, 320 horsepower, compared to the previous generation's 302. Electric-only range reaches 50 miles, perfect for commuting without using a single drop of gasoline. The Woodland and XSE versions feature DC fast charging with CCS ports, allowing 10% to 80% charging in just 30 minutes. That's legitimately impressive. Toyota reorganized the entire RAV4 lineup into 3 distinct families. The core line includes LE, XLE, and limited models, conventional hybrids focused on efficiency and comfort. The Woodland line targets adventurers with all-wheel drive, all-terrain tires, and rugged styling, available in both hybrid and plug-in configurations. The Sport range features SE, XSE, and the new GR Sport with 20-inch wheels, sport suspension, aggressive styling, and 320 horsepower from the plug-in system. Towing capacity varies significantly by configuration. Hybrid AWD and plug-in models can tow up to 3,500 pounds, enough for a jet ski, small trailer, or compact camper. Front-wheel drive hybrids and base AWD models drop to 1,150 pounds. So choose your configuration carefully if towing is important to you. Pricing reflects the RAV4's evolution from budget transportation to premium hybrid SUV. The base hybrid is expected to start around $40,000, a significant increase from previous generations. The top-tier GR Sport plug-in hybrid could exceed $51,000 when fully equipped. Toyota's decision to eliminate gasoline engines entirely is controversial. Long-time RAV4 fans may mourn the loss of simplicity and lower entry prices. However, Toyota believes this strategy positions the RAV4 for long-term success in a market increasingly focused on efficiency and reduced emissions. The 2026 RAV4 isn't just updating itself. It's proving that hybrid doesn't mean boring or compromised. With more power than most V6 engines, electric driving capability, and Toyota's legendary reliability backing it up, the RAV4 is ready to lead the entire SUV segment into the future. The bottom line. So there you have it. 5 Japanese SUVs that just completely changed the game. We've got Toyota throwing a $19,000 curveball that can legitimately embarrass vehicles costing twice as much. Mazda proving you don't need a German badge to feel premium every single day. Subaru staying true to their "it just works" philosophy, while everyone else chases trends. Honda finally giving the CR-V some actual personality. And Toyota going absolutely nuclear with the RAV4, killing gasoline engines entirely while delivering more power than ever before. Here's what this really means for you. If you've been shopping for a new SUV, your entire decision process just got flipped completely upside down. That German luxury SUV you were considering? It might not look so impressive anymore when you realize you're paying $15,000 extra for a badge. That Chinese SUV with all the screens and party tricks? It suddenly feels like a risky gamble when you've got proven Japanese reliability as an alternative. These 5 Japanese warriors just reminded the entire automotive world why they've been dominating for decades. They don't just follow trends, they create them. They don't just chase specs on paper. They build vehicles that work in the real world, day after day, year after year. The automotive landscape is shifting faster than ever before, and these 5 SUVs are leading that charge into the future. Which one caught your attention? Are you team reliability with the Forester, ready to go all in on Toyota's hybrid revolution? Tempted by the Mazda's premium feel without the premium price? Let me know in the comments which of these 5 would earn a spot in your driveway. And if this breakdown opened your eyes to something you hadn't considered before, make sure you're subscribed because the automotive world is moving fast. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.